Okay, as we all know, there was a couple of bodies found on Saturday. Um, this is an update video on the video I made yesterday. These are things that I found out just by talking to people around the area uh, that are familiar with the residents, and it appears from what they're saying is this was a home invasion. The news reported that um, someone came over, a relative came over and seen that there was signs of a burglary. But from what a couple of individuals told me, this was a home invasion. I guess the relatives did go after um, they couldn't get in contact with the people that lived there. And so when they reported it to the police, the Reedley Police Department went and um, had a look at what was going on and what happened. They discovered the two bodies in the back. Now, the first video, I didn't mention no names because I wasn't sure their identity, but it's now confirmed that the two bodies found in the back, one was 81-year-old Billy Bonds and a 40-year-old female, Lupe Chavez Bonds. The other individual they found inside, they haven't identified yet. The person they were looking for, Lupe Bonds' husband, hasn't been located yet. And so they got a search warrant for the neighbor's house. Supposedly, somebody was seen leaving the property, going into the neighbor's property when the police responded on Saturday. And that led them to get a search warrant to search that residence on Tuesday. Now, during that search, they located another body in a detached garage. And they haven't identified the body yet, but someone told me most likely it's probably the husband, Matthew Bonds, that Lupe's husband they've been looking for. But I don't know, because I do know there was an individual staying there, and no one has mentioned his name yet, and I'm not going to mention his name either until I hear something on the news or something. I don't want to be the one to put it out there. But I know that somebody stayed there because a long time ago, I was hired to build a wheelchair ramp at the neighbor's location about 2 years ago. And that detached garage they're talking about was like a man cave. It was like, oh, you gotta excuse that sound. That's the damn air vents in my car. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it. But yeah, I know there was someone staying in there. I don't know if the room was converted into a bedroom or it was just a man cave or something. But I know there was someone staying there. So supposedly, during the search warrant, during questioning, when they found this body, they questioned the people that stayed there. Now, I know the girl that stayed there, the female. I don't know her son. I don't know her new boyfriend. I don't know the boyfriend that they arrested. But they arrested a 21-year-old and a 34-year-old female. The 21-year-old was her boyfriend. I don't know who that is. But the female is Brian Curtis. And the 17-year-old that they arrested, supposedly that's being charged with 4 counts of homicide, is her son. Now I don't know him. I've seen him before, but years ago. He used to play Pop Warner football for the Pee Wee League, for the Pee Wees, and my son played for the bigger kids. But I know Brian's brother. Um, I don't know him, like a friend. I know who he is. Um, I've seen him around a lot when I was in that area. Um, I'm frequently in Reedley. I got family there, and my wife has family there. As I mentioned in the first video, um, I have a cousin that lives right there on the corner where this house is, just off a church in Dinuba. So I've been in the area quite a few times. My sister-in-law used to live on the next street, right behind this house, about 3 years ago. So the guy, he was just, I would say, just kept to himself. But that's the brother that stayed in the room. And no one has mentioned anything about him. I don't even know where he's at. But from what people have told me, they said that he doesn't stay there anymore. I don't know if he's in jail or what, but they say he hasn't been there, that he has no involvement in this. Supposedly, I don't know if the son admitted it or if the boyfriend or the mom had told the police that the son did it, but they charged him with 4 counts of murder. And the mom and the boyfriend, they charged them with accessory after the fact. So I'm guessing somebody said something. But anyhow, they're gonna have to answer to that. Now where they found the 2 bodies in the backyard, the older man and the female deceased, it appeared that they were gonna bury him. They were found near a hole, as you can see in the video, and the little opening in the backyard. You can also see in the video. You notice how low the fences are. Those houses in that neighborhood, the backyard fences are maybe like 4 feet high. Real easy to get, jump over back and forth. All those houses have a low backyard fence, and that little opening in the yard led to the fence easily hop over. So I believe that's where the 17-year-old or one of the individuals was seen by an officer at the time they arrived at the resident to do their search of whatever they were responding to. And I believe that's the reason why they got a search warrant to search the neighbor's house, because they seen that individual. Now I don't know if it was the boyfriend or it was the son, but of course they're gonna question him. They're gonna deny it. And so when they got the search warrant, that's when they discovered the 4th body in that detached garage. Now, they hadn't said no cause of death. They said there is signs of trauma. So we don't know. I don't know what the cause of death is. They haven't even identified him. But I'm hearing that it's going to be the husband, which is Matthew Bonds. They've been looking for him since this happened, and no one has contacted him. He hasn't contacted anyone else. So it's possibly, from what they're saying, it's possibly going to be him. The 17-year-old is in juvenile hall. They haven't released his name. I know his name, but I'm not going to say his name either. I don't feel it's my job, or I don't feel I'm in the position to release his name like that. The boyfriend and the mom, they are in the Fresno County Jail. They have been booked on accessory after the fact. So who knows what's going to happen with that? Most likely, um, somebody they admitted to something, or they probably wouldn't be in there. But I know they searched a house in Parlier, which is the next town over, and another house in Selma, which is about 10 miles from Reedley, and they impounded 2 cars supposedly that were involved in this homicide. So I don't know if there's going to be more arrests, but if there's two cars impounded, and both of these individuals were arrested at the residence on Church, who was driving those cars and how are they linked to this crime? So there might be some more arrests made. But as of right now, there is a GoFundMe account made for Lupe Bonds, probably to help with every one of them. But it's in her name. It's Lupe Chavez Bonds. I just checked it out, and it is a valid account. It's organized by an individual probably from church that she knows. Like I said, I have family that were friends with her that know her from church, and as you can see in her photo, um, she appears to be a nice woman. From what everybody tells me, she was a nice, caring woman. Did a lot of fundraising and for the church, and was active in charities and stuff like that. Now they haven't said what was stolen, but from what I hear and from what people saw, there was several guns that were taken by the investigators, and they were taken, I believe, from the suspect's house. Um, so I'm guessing during their search warrant, they found those guns, and they found the body and found those guns, and once they found all that, then somebody started talking. But I just thought I'll share an update with you guys and clear a couple of things up. I know in the first video I mentioned that her brother was arrested. The female's brother was arrested. It wasn't her brother, it was the boyfriend. Now, I also mentioned that I knew her ex-boyfriend. This one that got arrested, I don't know. I know her ex-boyfriend, and he's in disbelief just as everyone else. The 17-year-old, at the time when they were together, he was probably like 10 years old, so it was kind of like his stepson. So he's in shock also. Um, he didn't have anything to do with this. He doesn't even know her new boyfriend. They have no communication. They've been separated for a few months, a year or so. I thought it was 2 years. They said more like a year. Um, but yeah, the whole community's in shock. I drove by there. There's nobody out there. Um, I asked a couple people where if they saw her brother. No one has saw him, so who knows? Where his whereabouts are. But I was thinking, if the person they found in the garage is not the husband, maybe it's the brother. Maybe he didn't want no involvement and nothing, and something happened to him. Because I know a while back, a few years ago, he used to stay in that room or the garage or the man cave, whatever you want to call it. So we'll have to wait and see. And if I hear any more updates, um, like I said, um, just what people are telling me and what I'm hearing on the news um, is what I'm relaying to everyone else. And everything is pure speculation. The individuals arrested are suspects. Um, they're involvement, I don't know. I just go by what the people are saying and what the media says. I just wanted to share it with everyone. With that being said, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike. Uh, Share with your family and friends. Comment if you like. And like always, I hope everyone is in good health. Hope your kids are in good health. Hope your kids are safe. With that, I'm out. Peace.